list, the only chance that I have is if they already signed in with a broker. And then if their schedule is hectic because they're already full-time job. And when it comes to R2s, that's really a challenge for me right now because I haven't had any luck in setting up appointments for R2s. I had a
Okay.
couple of R1s a couple of weeks ago,
Well, let's just talk
but yeah,
about
but
our
for
twos because we've, you know what, this happens. Every now and then
yeah,
we hit a wall and it's like, okay, what the heck just happened, right? And I don't ever want you to feel stressed out by it, Zeke. Life happens. Just like when we used
yeah,
the script, we were using that script about like care call, making sure you're
Mhm.
okay, giving you ideas to get your business going. And then everyone got busy, like busier than they've ever been. And so that care call didn't work anymore because they already busy. Like, dude, I don't need any more.
Mhm.
I might like, right, I'm trying to
Yeah.
keep up. And so when there's when we run into that, the best thing we can do is kind of take a pause and just say, okay, what are we running into? And so let's talk through the script you're using and brainstorm a little. Like, what would, if you look at the last couple weeks of our two calls, what script are you using or have you been using?
So I'm trying to use so sometimes I use the snowbirds as you said, we're entering fall and winter. And also I'm trying to highlight that we're practically ending the year already with say 4 months 4 months left. And I want them to have their full potential in ending their year, wanting to have the best strategy that they can have, especially in getting leads and listings before the end of their year. And also sometimes ask them like have they reached their goal in the past couple of months. Some of them, they would answer the question, but some of them would just shut me off and then just drop the call.
That seems kind of
So
scripty. I'm just being honest. So
yeah,
here's an idea, and Damari, what do you think about this? So Damari, role play with me. Ring ring.
Hello.
Is this Damari?
This is who's this?
Hi, it's Jessica Fox with Keller Williams. I was just reaching out because I know it's that time of the year when we need listings more than ever, and I'm curious if you'd be interested in doing a coaching session with 3 different strategies to get listings. Would you
Uh,
benefit from listings?
yeah, I would benefit from listings, but why would you do that for me?
Well, you're a great agent, and I love building relationships with the best of the best. So I would be more than happy to give 30 minutes of my time just to get to know you and help you out. When would be a time that you would have 30 minutes in the next day or two?
Okay.
Okay, time. Now that's very aggressive. Do you think that's too aggressive?
No, I think the objection is he's going to get pushback on, again, why are they doing it? Some people may be okay with it if he just says it's going to be 30 minutes. And the
So what if
reality
I
is,
had a video? So say
no.
he gets a say Zeke, you get that and say, I understand. Yet Jessica really thinks the world of you and was hoping to connect with you. And then what if there was a video pre-made, Zeke, that you dropped after that? So they heard from me saying, hey, I'm sorry that you didn't have time for me. I really would love the opportunity to meet you in person or by Zoom and share with you a couple strategies I'm sharing with people that I coach. No strings attached. I'll ask Zeke to follow up with you and see if there's another time next week. And then you
Yeah.
called again, maybe the next day or the day after. What do you think of that approach?
I think that'll be fine. To somehow set things clear to the purpose of the call, that it wouldn't be really about commitments, no strings attached. And one thing that I don't want to use, I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. I'm not using the word coaching, especially for R2s, because I don't know, because they feel like they don't need any help if
Well,
I
yeah, they
say
think
that.
they know it all. So what if we just say, Jessica,
Yeah,
3 unique strategies that are really working for her agents? Because I know what they are already.
yeah, we
And
can.
obviously, listings is a big deal right now. So 3 unique listing strategies for the current market that we're
Yeah, I'll
in,
use that.
right?
Yeah, let's try that. You know what? And Zeke, it doesn't hurt to try for a day or two, but if you're not getting anywhere, let's recheck on that. And I would here's the thing. Every agent is dying for a listing right now. In fact,
Yeah.
some of our agents that typically have 15 to 20 listings at any given point have 0. They have no inventory. And you can imagine, like, let's just say you had a store and you sold shoes and you usually have 100 pair of shoes and you only have 2 pair of shoes right now. You don't have any buyers coming in, right? So they're really scared. And this is something that every top agent feels like sick to their stomach about not having inventory. And so this is the market of the moment, the conversation of the moment. So let's just practice that. I mean, that was very aggressive what I did, and I
Great.
recorded it so you can watch it later. It doesn't have to be that aggressive, but I'm just an aggressive person. So, you know, you can make it your own. But I think you'd have to make it your own and then practice with us if you feel like you want to practice. I just winged that at you, so I'm not expecting you to practice back at me. But I mean, how else would you soften it, Damari? Is there any way that you think it would be better?
No, I mean, I like the feedback he gave us about coaching, and I do agree that listings is a big buzz. So if we can offer any kind of help without it appearing that we're going to recruit them. But again, okay, so what are the strategies you're going to be using, Jessica, on that?
I'm going to show them Remine with Facebook.
Okay.
For out of area. I'm going to show them absentee with Facebook. So those are kind of two different ways, two different approaches. And then I would do what our stimulus plan is to start the conversation about what their plans are. Those three things.
Okay. So that basically is teaching them about us without.
Well, what they do is they see what we're doing behind the scenes and they're like, whoa,
Yes.
whoa, whoa, how are you doing that? How are you doing that?
Exactly.
And I'm like, and I'm showing them us.
Yes. Yeah. So, and it'll be more of a two-step recruiting appointment because we're promising.
Oh yeah, those are definitely two steppers, but it gets them, they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yes.
how do you have that tech? How did you get there? Show me
Yes.
again. You know, and then I have videos that are made of me doing all these steps that I send after the fact. So it really kind of just drives them nuts.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't think it hurts to be so straightforward. A lot of these people want to get to their high Ds anyway.
Okay, well,
They want to get.
Okay, let me ask one other way then. Instead of having Zeke call and hope they get a yes, and then he sends the message, I do a direct video today saying, hey, it's Jessica Fox, Keller Williams. I've got 3 really cool strategies that are working for the agents I work with instead of coaching, the agents I work with, the agents I help to get listings. And I'm guessing you need listings as much as most agents do. And as an agent that's really well respected in the market, I'd love to get to know you better and help you out. No strings attached. So I'm going to ask Zeke to give you a call and set up a time where we could maybe have 30, 45 minutes where I could show you these 3 strategies. Would that be better to start with the video and then you call after, Zeke?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was effective before. And I just remember because before I tried a couple of scripts in regards to listings. Like I told him that Jessica would have a couple of listings that she wants you to look at, and they instantly agree to well, when I say that. That was before. Yeah, I'll try using that again.
Okay, so do you want me to make a video similar to what I just did? And then how are we going to send it out? Are you going to pick a group? Like, how would so am I sending the email and then you're calling behind me? Are we going to do like groups of 100 again?
We can, if you want, I could send it for you. Though I don't know which email to use.
Just jump into Jessica Fox. Just go into my Gmail and send it from there. But we would have to probably, well, that way I'm not involved. I'm not getting in your way. So I'd rather have you hack into my Gmail, send this. So should I write the email like I would have written it with my video embedded and just send it to you, Zeke, and let you do the send and then the call behind, send, call behind, send, call behind?
Yeah.
Okay, and you call whoever you want with it. I don't really care. So
Okay.
what sheet am I working off of? Are we going to the Google Drive Zeke 2020 database?
Yeah, the new one.
I guess I don't need to worry about your list. You can send it to whoever you want, right?
Okay, yeah. Because what I'm doing right now, because the one that you gave me, the new one, before I call them, I check broker metrics first to check how many units they have for the past 12 months.
Well, the whole point of that is when I copied and pasted that in, it had broker metrics on the side.
Yeah, and then
I have to go.
Yeah, before that was the thing that I was doing.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I'm like, yeah, I can
one.
give you a whole step if I would have pulled it out better. So I pulled the data better this time. By Monday, you'll have a better thing. So let me get the video made today and write the email as if I wrote it, and then you can work from there, Zeke. And do you know how to get into my email and everything and go in and do what you need to do?
I don't know your access though.
Okay, okay, so I'm gonna make the video, I'm gonna write the email, and then I'll email you access.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure.
That's gonna happen at some point today, tomorrow.
Got it.
This is like a Monday project, let's be honest. Because I still gotta get the database kind of, I don't know what happened. I was so proud of myself. I put that whole thing together and then the data got corrupted. I'm like, no! know. I have video proof that it was perfect though.
Yeah, I did see that.
Dang. But you know what? I do have all the broker metric info in there. If they're up, if they're
I
down.
did. Yeah, I did see
Okay, so
it.
I'll make sure it stays.
Yep.
Okay, that's my #1 project. I got to get this done for you, Zeke.
Can I shift gears?
Yep.
All right, so with the recruiting team, because I know Margaret's been our guinea pig to figure out the systems. So when we start scheduling more appointments for Margaret and Phil, we're gonna add more people shortly. Send them an email on whatever information you have of the agent, because she can't get into Jessica's command to read about it. So even if it's an ASL or a testing recruit, whatever you know about it that you put on Jessica's command, just copy it real quick.
I was just gonna say, if you go right in and just copy the timeline and paste it in, that's all they need.
Yeah, and then, so that's #1. Step #2 is on the calendar invite, please include the phone number to the recruit so that if they're not showing up on time, they could pick up the phone and call right away and check or text or whatever.
So what if you just copied this? Because that's the biggest challenge right now, Zeke. Not everyone has access to my command.
Well, nobody does except the 3 of us.
Yeah, and it won't be improved probably 6 months or so. So we're gonna have to limp along a little bit like this. So if you just copy their contact info here, and then what I would do is just like the thread and throw that in an email, that'll be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty, it'll be just what they need. Because that way, if they no show, they can text them and try to reschedule for themselves.
Yeah. And if they're licensed or if they're ASA, let them know. That way they know what they're working with. Now, #3 is, and I saw you did this on the last one, when you send the follow-up email, CC the recruiter. That way they can see it was sent. And that's with Zeke. And then just you and I, we're gonna have the recruit, like Margaret, she's gonna have her whole thing on command, doing her thing, her follow-up. And then we're creating a smart plan on yours for us to do on our end. So I told Margaret, and I got to talk to Phil, and as we get the rest of them doing them, is for right now, we don't have one on our end. So they could do what they want on their end, and I'm just following up with these people like I've been normally following up.
But this weekend we could put a real basic 8x8 together, Damari. I just need to know what you think that should be for an R1 versus an R2.
I am. Yeah.
I think you should write the newbie. Like what's the newbie? Because I don't know what to tell them. Yeah. So what would be the touches to a newbie? And then red 1, red 2, you and I can come up together and we could get that done in a day.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's where we're at with that. And then Margaret's yesterday's appointment was a no-show, right?
Elena, yep. She was a no-show. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, got it. So this is the thing, Jess, too, with the recruiting team, and I'm gonna start having them lead, and I am gonna jump on one with Margaret and one with Phil just to see how they're doing it anyway.
Good. I think it's important because I think Margaret is a little rusty.
She does feel yes. So, and she really hasn't. I mean, he's scheduled, but she has a really high no-show, and it's not on purpose. But it's been a very high no-show. So if you talk to her and she complains, it's
okay.
Not
so what's happening? Anything? Are we doing anything different?
I don't think so. I mean, he's either putting them on my calendar or her calendar. It just happens to be that the ones on her calendar have been no-shows or they've been rescheduling. All of Phil's has, I think, have shown up, but he's only really handled people that really want to go to the office. So he's done 3 for me, and 2 signed up anyway because I piggyback, and the third one I think is going to sign up as well. So,
well, I guess, I mean, we can't, here's the thing is whenever we're having anything new, like all of a sudden red 2s are hard to schedule or there's no shows, there's a clue. Do we alter something because we went to the recruiting team or anything? So you always want to look over your shoulder and say, what did we do different? Is there anything that we're doing different today that is increasing our no-show rate? Or are we not doing something we used to do? Anything come to mind? Or is she just unlucky?
I don't know, because for Margaret's no shows, most of them rescheduled. It's just a matter of a hectic schedule on the lead's part, on the new one's part.
So
So, but
do we need to send them a text in the beginning of your shift saying, hey, we're looking forward to seeing you at 2:30 today?
yeah, actually already doing that, and that's where I found out that they would need to reschedule the
So do
appointment.
you know how to call the recruiting team member to let them know they're going to get a no-show so they don't drive to the office or change, or they can go about their day? Do we know how to inform them?
Yeah, I actually have Margaret's and Phil's number, so I text them
Okay.
from time to time to inform them.
Yeah, so
I'm
they'll get
just
notified right away.
Okay. I just
yeah,
wanted to make sure. I mean, that's the best we can do, you guys. We're not
Yeah.
magic. We're pretty darn
And
good though. Come on.
and what I have done, Jess, is I check Zeke's notes, and if I realize that that person is tied to an agent, I
Yeah, you're taking
swap.
them yourself.
So I gave her one that wasn't. So I'm doing a lot of that with Margaret right now, just because I know she gets a little bit more concerned if she gets too many of those.
No,
So
that's
I've been doing
understandable.
that.
Right.
So
Well,
we
we
can do
haven't even
that.
turned on the Facebook ads or not. I just want to get this dialed in before we crank it up a notch.
Yes, yes.
Because then
Okay,
it's going to be chaos. If we don't get this dialed in now, we're going to have a hot mess, which is the
no, I
last thing
agree.
you guys want. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So my plate is video for Zeke in an email, ready to go. Zeke, you send it to a bunch of people, then you call, send it to a bunch of people, then you call. I'm going to try to get this to you as soon as possible. As soon as you get it, start. And then Damari, you and I will make a commitment to get our 8x8s kind of lead follow up into my command
Yes,
by Monday if we can.
exactly.
I honestly just don't know what to tell the new people because I know you have it such like, oh,
I'm
you're gonna
gonna
do
do
this
one.
and
Yeah.
this. Maybe just write one email, like if you were to give advice to a newbie, and then we can break it down into the 8x8 that way.
Okay.
And if there's any particular videos you want to embed, like profit share or command or anything, we can just embed those and we can put those consistently on the bottom of every one of them.
Okay.
So I almost feel like you and I should almost get together for an
We need
hour and
to.
just get it done. Because when you and I get together, we just get it done.
Yep. I'll get myself on the calendar and just go by your house.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Zeke, you're doing a great job. Don't get bummed out about red twos. We're going to kick their butt next week.
got it.
And we'll just try something new. Every time we run into a wall, what do? We make a pivot and we try something new. And it takes us a little bit to get in the zone again, but we do. So if this isn't working, we'll change again. So let's give this a whirl and make this our topic. And I'll send you this recording along with the other things so you can kind of go back to our practice.
Sure.
Sound good?
Perfect.
Yep. I have a question though, Damari. Because I left a voicemail to an ASL yesterday. So she's having a hard time getting a better schedule because she still has work, but she wants me to send her an email. Which email should I send her? Like she wants to have an information about our company or about our team.
Okay.
I'm going to jump off because I have another appointment. So I'm going to leave you guys.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, Jess.